And welcome back for the second part of this second stage of the Tour de France with the new update. This stage is about make sure Sagan is gonna win. And for people who haven't seen the first stage or have not seen the first part, I can say I was a breakaway. That was holding on till the sprint, and after the sprint, there was actually a gap I made with Benati and Tosado, and Mike Rogers, who were protecting to Sagan, was actually also going in a breakaway. It was actually not a breakaway, it was actually just because of the sprint. And that actually gave us the chance to caught up with the breakaway group, and now I'm gonna do this, try to see if I can hold this to the finish. It's probably gonna be hard, even I have 4 riders, if we count Sagan in between those riders, or else we just need to use Tosadi and Benardi for the push. But we also know the riders in this group are not gonna work. They don't need to work, they don't have to. There's no reason why they should work when there's 4 Tinkoff riders on this group. My objectives have been completely changed after this, because now I actually see I have a chance to win the stage in a big breakaway, and maybe get a big time gap. But I also know the sprint teams are gonna try to get closer. We have Degenkolb, we have Cavendish. They want to try to make sure we don't win, because they need the sprint, we need the points. So right now I have to make a strategic move, and I have to think about, okay, there's a lot of wind, there's a lot of resistance because of the wind. That means I lose a lot of energy, because I know I cannot go to the finish only with relaying with my riders. I have to think a way I can actually make the other the peloton ride hard and still use a lot of energy, so the sprinters are losing ground. So my objective is right now to make sure when the peloton are moving faster and getting closer, I'm actually gonna relax a little. I know it's a little different way to do it, but I'm thinking about when they think they're gaining on us very hard, they're using a lot of energy for that. When they get closer, I'm use my helpers like Tosado and Benardi to go for pooling. They take a relay on the highest gear. And also for that I have to use my Rogers, but still I have to make sure Rogers are not being so tired. At the same point I also have to make sure that Contador, Kreuziger and Maika are in the front of the peloton, because this peloton cannot hold completely with all the riders with a strong wind we have right now, because it's a side wind that is so strong. You can make so big gaps if you are in the right group. And you see right now there's about 57 kilometers right now, and I really have to make sure I'm gonna do it correctly. I have to think like I was alone. I don't have any other riders to help me. At the same time, I also should think about my favorite riders are in the group behind, so they should not use too much energy to get close to us. So right now I just need to make a slower pace, and make sure, of course, Sagan is protected for all cost. If I can see the group are not gaining on the peloton, I would actually just relax a little. When I get closer, I will try to slow down the group and make sure Tosadi and Benardi have enough energy for last final push. And for that I have to make sure they don't use too much energy, and the relay pace is getting down closer, and actually they don't make a relay. You see right now the peloton are already breaking 2. It's because the peloton's sprint teams, they just want to win this sprint. They just want to get the first actually stage victory. So they are coming a huge gaps right now. It cannot be without the gaps. It should be like that. That means all the teams who haven't got anything to sprint for, they are losing. They don't have any reason to take control, but also they should not use all too much energy. Right now you see the only thing I have is Benardi and Tosado to put up the pace, and I have Sagan to actually be protected by Mike Rogers. We have seen this before. Teams doing this, they use the win for the advantage, and when it happens and it actually succeeds, the ferry can lose a lot of time. So also I have to make sure I don't lose time with Contador, don't lose time with Micah, don't lose time with Kreuziger. And also I don't have to use too much energy with Sagan. And the way I also have to do, not to do that, I have to make sure I take my food at the right time, not too early, but not too late. Because if it's too late, it can actually mean the effort of the rider has been pushed so much, so he cannot recover. A rider like Basso will probably lose ground first. Kill the Coffee maybe also. If I'm lucky, Kill the Coffee can actually be on the last riders. But you see this, we are getting on the last 40 kilometers there as a huge roads. That means they cannot just sit in a little small group. They have to take advantage of the wind. They have to spread on the road. They have to do everything they can to be protected, and it's hard to be protected on a race on a road like this. See, right now I'm just setting up the pace with Mike Rogers and Peter Sagan. It's because I need to make sure that Benardi and Tosado not used all the energy and can be protected sometimes. I know the other riders, they cannot follow this pace at all. They have used too much energy on that breakaway group, so they just try to hang on, try to take advantage of it. But I'm almost sure they cannot hold. That means BMC's sprinter Van Avermaet has lost ground, and also BMC have two objectives in this. They have to retain the yellow jersey for Rohan Danish, and Van Avermaet for a stage win. But as you see, the peloton are moving fast right now again, and again they are losing ground. They are split in two groups now. It's a lot of favorites. Tendam was behind. They are sleeping behind. All the favorites are sleeping. But you see, I have still Contador protected. I have Micah protected. So it's good. But also you can also see that Benardi and Tosado are tired. Sagan also have very good energy right now. He has no reason why I should work. It's not up to me. Already now I have saved a lot of energy because I'm in this group, and all the other sprinters are in the other group. Because the other sprinters need to use a lot of power just to get closer to this group. But if you have to think about this stage and stage 2 and my first Tour de France videos, there was actually also a lot of wind. But the problem here, there was as I was talking about in the first part, there was an error. So it's like the peloton was stopping way before the finish. And I don't hope that's going to happen now. But I think the computer has been more effective. See, now I'm just letting them get closer, and it's on purpose. Because we are so close now, it's the final 25 kilometers, 30 kilometers, and we have to make sure the peloton are getting close, and then we are accelerating. Because we also know the peloton are slowing down when they reach the front group. And now we just have to make sure that Contador them in the front group. You see, I put Contador as a disrupt relay. I've put Kreuziger as a disrupt relay, and it's because if they are disrupt relay, they are staying in front of the group. Of course, they cannot disrupt the relay because they are not driving fast enough, but they're trying to stay in front of the group. And the good part with this update, you can see, actually, no matter what I do, they actually keep the roles. That means if I put the Contador as a protector, protected by Bazo, he do it, except now because Bazo have lost energy. As I told you before, Bazo will probably lose energy as a first rider because his fatigue recovery is not that good. So I just need to make sure he's not using himself completely up. I feed him right now, and I just put him on a stroll, so he don't work his butt off. There's actually no reason why I should use more energy on him. But we will just wait a few more kilometers, then we put him on my finisher stroll. See, he has a good. You have to respect the older guys. You have to respect the people. You have to respect the work he has done. He is here to protect Contador the most of the time. Actually, Tusado is one of the guys who had to protect Contador, but because of this happened, it was impossible for me to do. Bazo has to stay on Contador in the mountains as like a last man standing. And now we see some of the teams are actually moving harder. You see there's a split in the group. The last riders are trying to get closer, or some of them have actually lost a lot of time already. They don't need to get back. Maybe some of the helpers, maybe some of the riders who actually just try to pull the peloton up, help the sprinter teams, and now they have done their job, and there's no reason why they should continue. This is the last section where I actually can make something happen. If it's not gonna happen, this section is not gonna happen. And as you remember, you can see the windmill. There's a lot of wind right here. The windmill are running in full powers. They are running and make power for the whole France almost, because there's a lot of wind here. You see also. You see here, now the team are working hard, try to get the last 20 kilometers, because from the 20 kilometers to 10 kilometers, this is being the big push. It's now we have to accelerate. It's now I have to take advantage of all the other sprinter team have used all the strengths.
I'll make a big effort on the relay. Understood.
See right now I have to protect Sagan for the as a main part, and then I have to make sure Contador and Kreuziger and Micah have the energy enough, and Kieselkowski of course, because he could be a good joker for mountain stage, mountain jersey or something. Michael Rogers of course, he's trying to protect me. I have to feed him, make sure he's giving me a last push. He's a good ruler, as you call him, road captain. He has many things.
Another 15 kilometers to go before the conclusion of this first stage.
As you say, 15 kilometers, it's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be so hard, it's gonna be tough. We just have to see how it's gonna happen. And now we put the pull on, we make a harder push now, we make it hard, we push harder. And now I have to make sure I have to have full control over what I'm doing. So that's why I make sure there's a pausing each time I'm gonna make a move, because this is important. I cannot lose. I cannot. It can cost me everything if I'm doing a little wrong move in the wrong time, because I have to move fast. But see now. Tusado and Benardi. I need to use my last energy for this, and just make a full throttle. They just push so hard they can, and then they did. Feed Contador is important. Feed Kreuziger is important. Feed Michael Rogers has got feed also. Kieselkowski. And Micah should get on their feet now. Micah is getting feet. You see, every captains I have to put feet on because it's time now. It's the last 10 kilometers. It's not possible to retain the energy. As you see, sorry about that. As you see now, I'm gonna make sure that Sagan is going in the front group. And as you say, it's an opportunity to take point for the green jersey. And of course, that's my objective. Of course, I need to win the stage. That's my main objective. No reason for anything else. Anything else would not be satisfied after this effort I've done with Sagan. It would be useless. And of course, I have to make sure all my captains are in the front group, no matter what it costs.
He's being left behind.
And you see now, this is gonna be exciting. Almost 5 kilometers left. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough.
I'll try and hit the relay.
He can ride all day long on the flat.
See, I'm just make sure I'm behind him. At the same time, I'm using my food, my last food, and it's getting complicated.
Watch out, he's trying to catch up the sprinters.
See now, we have to make sure we are going for the right direction. The last 5 kilometers.
The road towards the finish in Zealand is very wide and practically straight.
Sorry about that.
Of the sprinters' teams.
You see now, this is gonna be tough. There's sprinters on the left side and the right side. They all move. They don't have the helpers on because all riders have used the helpers. It's a matter of timing. It's a matter of everything. It's no matter what it's cost. It's now the last 700 meters. And see, Dinkel is here. Dinkel, Sagan tries to follow Dinkel. What's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen? Oh, who's coming from behind? It is Dinkel. Johan Dinkel. Sagan tries to follow Dinkel. What's gonna happen? Sagan, Dinkel, Sagan. Oh, Dinkel is moving fast. He's moving very, very fast. He's a top sprinter. And Sagan comes back. Sagan won. Woohoo! Sagan won. Sagan. You see that? Ooh, you see that? Ooh, Sagan won. Ooh. He's the greatest of all times. No one can beat Peter Sagan. After this little fun, I just want to say that was exciting. I always wanted to do that. But because it did never happen in my previous video that Sagan gonna win this stage like this, I was never think about it. But now I've done it and I don't care what people think, it's fun. You have to do something like this on YouTube. And you see Sagan win the stage, he is the greatest, no one can beat him, no one can touch him, no one can be like him. There's only one Peter Sagan, there's only one Contador, there's only one of everyone. He's won this green jersey, that's the main objective of this Tour de France. And for the other favorites, let's see how it's gonna get. What is the time? What is the difference? Is there any difference at all? Have Valverde lose time? Has Froome lose time? We didn't see that because we were concentrating on Peter Sagan. It was a perfect move. My tactic worked and it worked so good. Maybe I lose a lot of power, I don't know. Maybe I lose a lot of people, I don't know. We just have to see. But you see this stage, Peter Sagan got his 10 seconds sprint. Dinkel second, of course. And Peter Sagan close. He's very close. As long as the favorites get in the same time or close, it was good enough, and he did. Benardi, of course, Barso, of course, because it's put on Stroll, it doesn't matter. We just need to get the points, so we went to stage and it was the main objective. How can it be like this? We have to look forward for the next stages. With Sagan, won his stage, he got a moral boost, he's got everything for this Tour de France. It can only only go one way, and it's up. Let's see how it's going to be with Contador. Can he have the same positive energy like Sagan have in this stage? You see he's close, Froome and Contador are close to each other. Thank you for watching, and remember to watch part 3. Goodbye.